Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, bring you the latest in trending topics, and I vlog my life. Yes, we are back because I went digging for the interview that Courtney Burgess did, and he did it on the Lionel B show. And it is very revealing. And now I'm attached to this because he's from Jersey. Okay, he's a Jersey native. He also used to manage the group Artifacts, which I know one of the members. His name is L. I'll see if I'll bring him on the channel. But yeah, his name is L. But he revealed so much in this interview, Naughty Crew. So I had to come back and share it with you. So as you all know, this morning I shared that Courtney Burgess um interviewed or testified in front of the grand jury. Let me just give y'all a brief recap and then we'll get into his interview. But please make sure you thumbs up this video. Everything that we discuss falls under fair use commentary, and this is just for educational purposes, and we're just going to give our opinions on it. Okay, so let me just give y'all a brief recap, okay, of this morning, what we discussed. Here we go.
No, we're trying to just go to discuss that now, what we will be able to talk to in terms of what was available and what was on those flash drives.
Okay.
But it was the book.
So it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes. Nobody.
And no one touched it.
Nobody altered it. Nothing.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before. No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't.
It was a derivative work.
It was edited. The only way the family say that is because I forgot his name. Albie Short.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, how they know? A lot of stuff their mother did, they didn't know. And I like to say apologize to the mother and the family.
No, we're trying to just
and the family for the picture being on front of it.
Right.
You understand? I didn't put it there.
Right.
So, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was. You understand?
Right.
They should have started worrying when he was beating her.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother after the fact.
Right. So the book, do you think it'll ever be open to the public or after this or?
That'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow. So the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon.
Okay, so that's just a briefing of what we discussed this morning. I find this gentleman to be very credible, especially just in the manner in which he is going about handling the situation. Okay, and the fact that he had to testify in front of the grand jury speaks volumes. All right, because they're not just going to bring any and everybody to the grand. You got to have proof. You got to have information that they can use in the court of law. So I'm in reading this. I'm like, I got to find this interview. And so I did. And I'm going to protect our platform by playing a little music behind it just to kind of alter the content. Please thumbs up this video. Okay. Shout out to Lionel B for this interview. Let's get into it. All right. And I'm excited because this is a big breakthrough. I've said here, Naughty Crew on my channel, I know they are going to try to add rum charges to Diddy's case. Also, I feel like the child African charge is in the works of being tried. And let's not forget the unmarked blickies that they found in his house. Okay, so that's a whole nother charge. So I don't believe the diddler is coming home. And the fact that Homeland Security executed search warrants, because Homeland Security is above the feds, okay? And I believe Kanye when he says Diddy was a fed. But I think his crimes got more and more egregious. And so, the Homeland Security had to crack down. Homeland Security had to crack down. Hey, Jayla. Hey, grown woman. Let's get into this interview. It was very enlightening and things like that. So let's start.
Law enforcement for the CDs. Even my studio equipment was confiscated.
Now, peeps, we have an exclusive on the Lionel B Show today.
Let me just mute it for a minute. But he's gonna connect a lot of the dots. Please share this video out so that we can get more people in the room.
Now, make sure you stay locked into this whole.
It's going down.
Man, Diddy, we was having altercations from the early 90s till today.
What type of altercations were y'all having between each other?
It was generation altercation. I had a godfather named Frank Lucas. And from Frank Lucas, he had a father that was under Frank Lucas.
And that is key, Naughty Crew. That's key right there. Because remember, Frank Lucas used to speak of Diddy, and he used to take care of Diddy. Frank Lucas was godfather to Courtney Burgess. Ciao. Woo! So much is about to be revealed.
He supposed to have snitched. His father was a snitch, informant. He got killed. So I was in Big B with Tane One, and
hold on. Grown woman, is that interview better than this one, Lionel B? Let me see if I can find it. Inside True Crimes interview with him. Okay, I think I found it.
Jordan Orm is a podcaster.
Artists.
Usher, Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son.
Nancy Grace is talking about it. Candace Owens. Suddenly Todd's doing all these interviews. You've got discs that prove that he is a predator. Why not contact the FBI and just turn over the videos? Kim Porter, according to the official record, she's written a memoir. It's kind of like diary entries, kind of like a memoir. She's written a bunch of them. There are multiple flash drives. Prior to her death, she gave it to some friends.
Mm-hmm.
One of those friends, shortly after, was it like the day after, approached you?
I got it like 3 months before the funeral. And then I sat on it for the other 3 months in a year.
Do you want to say who the friend is?
Well, I can't say the friend is. Everybody should know. Well, when the friend did, she called me and said, "What you do with the stuff?" I said, "I did do something." I said, I released the book. I said, "I got them all pressed up. I just didn't put it out."
What was on the flash drives? Did you look at the flash drives?
I looked at some of them, but I couldn't look because if you watch the two men having, that means you just stuff. You gay stuff. I don't even watch Playboy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see another man banging a female. If I want to see a female banging a man banging a female, it better be me banging a female.
Right.
Looking at my own stuff. I'm not going to sit there and watch a man banging any female or two men banging each other. So I did read something. I did look at it. I did do the book. The original book was this right here.
Right.
Tell it all, but you know thing. I gave it to my private investigator, Todd. You understand? Real good guy.
Well, okay. So wait. So a few months after you pressed up a bunch of books,
Mm-hmm.
and you tried to advertise the books to get them out there,
Right.
to get her memoir out there,
Right.
because the memoir is super, sensational, right? It talks about it. Multiple famous actors. You're saying you haven't watched all the videotapes. Do you know how many videotapes were on there in the book?
It's like 11 flash drives, and each of them probably like big gigabytes of it. I know put into my computer too much because I didn't want all that in my computer. Then I got to download to another one. Then I take all my business with it. So it was. I say it's probably like 8 to 7 different videos and more words writing to it. You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first.
In the neighborhood talks, they confirmed that was the first installation of Kim Porter's book. It was true to it, but it was edited. Please get these likes up. All right. After we go through this interview, I want to still do Lionel B's interview of him because he gives a lot of the background of how Courtney is connected to Diddy, Kim Porter, Tupac, Tupac's group, Thug Life Outlaws, which they were all from Montclair, which is close to me. Fatal Hussein, okay? Foxy Brown also dated Fatal, because she used to be in Montclair and stuff like that. It's all coming together, Naughty Crew.
And it's talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys. Talked about how he tore Usher ass up.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the two? I know we spoke before. You said there were two young artists.
Mm-hmm.
One was Usher. Who was the other one?
One was Usher, and I believe the other one was definitely somebody's son. It was definitely somebody.
Okay, it wasn't before we talked. You said it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
I thought
it was him too as well. It was Justin Bieber
and anybody else.
Will Smith's son too. Will Smith.
It's going down. Justin Bieber, Usher, and Jaden Smith. Did y'all sell? Will? Did you sell your son to? Yo, everything we discuss here is not fact. It's allegedly, okay? In our opinion, this is for educational purposes only. We talked about this morning, Courtney Bugess going to the grand jury and testifying, and he confirmed that he has Kim Porter's diary and 11 of the flash drives and tapes of the Diddlers, freak offs, and he is dropping the names. He is shaking Hollywood, y'all.
Will Smith's son too. I ain't holding no punches. Yeah, it was Will Smith's son too.
And there were some young women.
It was females. I'm not good with everybody name in the music business because I only listen to several different artists.
Please get these likes up. Please get these likes up. Please share this video out. This is groundbreaking. This is exactly what we needed, Naughty Crew, to tie everything together. All the speculation about Kim Porter's memoir is being laid to rest. And I think this gentleman is very credible because he has testified in front of the grand jury. And you know, the grand jury ain't going to call you to the court unless you got something tangible that they can use, okay? Thumbs up this video.
But it was J-Lo. It was in there. It was the young lady that sued him. I can't remember her name.
Right. Cassidy.
I can't really tell how it's made because you got to really draw it in. It seemed like the camera was up in the light, shooting from a corner. Right. There was some in the bathroom.
Oh my God. So that image that was going around and it looked like J-Ho, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. Was that real? Because I thought it was AI.
It showed that how they set Kevin Hart up. But see.
What do you mean, set Kevin Hart up?
Oh, somebody came and gave him. That was the newest one. I'm mixing some up. The newest one I had got was like when Kevin Hart was in the hosted his show. And they was in a bathroom, just him, and then a bodyguard came in there. Diddy came out, and the girl bought him a drink. He tasted, and it's like when he tasted it, the second drink of the same glass, that's when he was coming combobulated. Like something was there. Then it showed him in the tub getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I switched it.
When it showed Usher and Will Smith's son and Justin Bieber, I mean, were they underage at the time?
I tried to go by his tattoos for Justin Bieber age, but at the time it started from when he could have been 16 because he was real. He didn't have all the tattoos on it. He had this little shaggy hair doing the front. I forgot the bob, whatever the girls call it, hanging in front of his head. And Game handed him a bottle. Like there wasn't nobody who got the bottle. Game walks around Diddy, hand him the bottle, he drink it, and they like blew him down off his feet. So he could have been young back then. You understand? You could say he wasn't 17. I don't know if he, you understand, he ain't too far out of Pampers. So, you know, what I mean by that, he definitely wasn't 17 or 18. I could say he was pushing 16 hard or early because how he was dressed and how he was, I could say he probably about 16 or 15.
If that's the case, then and Usher was in those same videos, is it around the same time period?
Usher was in a video when he was definitely young because I remember he came home. They talked about drinking the champagne. He had champagne. He talked about he was. He asked him in the video, "Was that Ed Lover for Hot 97?" So you talking about Ed Lover back in Hot 97 when he was DJing? You take the time for that. Usher had to be like 16. Like he didn't even have a good beehive back then. He was definitely young. He was definitely young because he spoke. I heard him say in the video about was that Ed Lover from Hot 97? They were sitting on the couch. Could have been like in a family room, or could have been in bedroom. Most people put like couches in their bedroom as well. The room big enough to match the bedroom. But he definitely was underage.
Is Albie Shore on the video?
I didn't see Albie Shore directly into the video. I don't know who it was, but they said he walked in and he was giving me head, as they say, in the office. And he said, yo, he did that to him for money. So I think if you were seeing it, anybody else say, oh, he used it to enforce his rule of taking his son away from Kim.
Okay, so for those people that don't understand that, Kim Porter had a son with Albie Shore. She was married to him prior to being married to or being with Sean Combs. So he then used that
to break down.
He then blackmailed him into.
I don't think it was more blackmail. It's to break him down. Like, this is the man you're supposed to be with. You understand? And I can see it because if I lose, I'm a good loser. So if I lose my wife, and I'm not married today, if I lose my wife to any man, I'm not losing my kids to any man. I don't care how much money they got, how big their name is. I'm still going to be their father. You're not going to have me take care, especially that young. You understand? I got 2 sons of my own. So you telling me that if my son
thumbs up this video. It is going down, okay? So remember in Kim Porter's book, in that chapter about Albie Shore and him and Diddy having a relationship, and see, Albie Shore, he came right out like, these are all lies. And I said, Naughty Crew, a hit dog will holler. Ciao.
or his mother come to me and say, I want that guy to be his father, they both crazy. That's my breath. You know what I'm saying? You can have her because it's such thing as divorce. It's such thing as that. It's such thing as adoption. You want a son, go adopt a son. But looking at it from your eyes, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, you got kids, you're not going to let a man take your wife and your kids. You understand? And before us, kings didn't let you take their castle. Never mind take their queen and the kid. You understand? But that's modern day. That's in every textbook today. It's a thing of divorce. You understand? We fight over kids today. You understand? Somebody says something to my sons, of course I'm fighting over. You understand? So you're not going to just take my son away from him. I think he was more used as leverage. Some men think just because another man get them head or they hit the other man in the back, they not the same as that man.
Yeah, a lot of men do think that. They don't think that they gay. I mean, but if you're willing to do that act, there's got to be some type of compromise, which is not even compromise, but you got to have some type of attraction. Thank you, grown woman, for the donation. I appreciate you even giving me the lead to this, because I was going in a whole nother direction. I appreciate every last one of you. Please thumbs up the video. This is the free way to support the channel. Share this video out so that we can get the word out. But it is going down, Naughty Crew. This is Courtney Bugess. He is in possession of the Kim Porter Memoir and Diddy's Freak Off tapes. Shout out to Law and Crime for this interview. He is dropping names. He dropped Usher. He dropped Justin Bieber. He dropped Jaden Smith. Okay? It's going down. It's a lot of celebs that's going to be scrambling. Mm-hmm.
You understand? You gay if you watch a video of two men having sex. You understand? You gay if you let another man perform any type of.
These are Courtney's point of views. They are not the same point of views that are shared here at the Naughty Love Movement. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. I believe in people being able to love whoever they want to love and how they want to love, and I'm not here to put judgment on anyone.
Active today, I don't know why they don't come out and say it. You know why it's so undercover when you get married? It's like a picture ID today. You can walk around with your lover. So you understand?
I believe that it was kept a secret because it was power. It was about control. It was so that they can manipulate and extort people. That's why they wanted it to stay undercover. It was about power and control.
I'm thinking just in the industry at that time.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. Of course, it wasn't that out open to do it. You understand? But people have done it. You understand?
Right.
2024, whenever it came, and people ain't just pop up and say I'm gay and I'm happy. You understand? It just was more. It was more legal now that you go get married, same sex. You understand? I'm not the one to judge them and tell them that they can't. But when you in a rap game, I'm not gonna say R&B, but when you're in a rap game, you can't be in a booth tomorrow getting guns and running down on somebody, or somebody running down on you. You understand? It's betraying.
Okay, so you get these flash drives, you take a look at them, you cobble together these writings, right? Like the memoir, you put it together, you get it turned into some books.
No, I didn't put it together. It went from the flash drive straight to print.
Okay.
Nothing was rearranged, nothing was changed. It was went straight to it.
So you had somebody print the books up, and did you try? I mean, at some point, did you go out and you try and how did it get there? How did it get to Todd? I mean, I know I talked to Wade Williamson, so I know that at some point he contacted you, but prior to that, you told me on the phone. Prior to that, you had tried to kind of promote it yourself and get it out.
I didn't personally try to promote it. Like I said, I wasn't so anxious to put it out to do all that. You understand? I did what I could do. I did the hard work. I put it on paper. I put it on cover, and I gave it to somebody to get money. And they end up dealing with Wade. And then I asked Wade, how did he get it? He said, he got it from you. I said, you didn't get it from me. How do you get the book? He said, no, I got it. He inboxed me. Oh, I got it from, I bought it from someone. And somebody want to talk to you. He said, he said, private investigator, talk to him, you know, that's, since y'all had no problem. Then I told him, and we did business.
He said that Chris Todd was a private investigator. Chris Todd's he's a, you know, he's a reporter.
Well,
he's not
a private investigator, whatever he is.
Yeah, he's a what do they call him? You know, a journalist, whatever. Yeah,
journalism.
So you spoke with Todd. You guys went back and forth. Like, did he ask to see the flash drives?
I sent him one of the flash drives that came with.
All right, so Todd was not lying. He is the gentleman that put out the original Kim Porter Lost Words on Amazon. All right, so he did get his hands on the official flash drive. Okay, so this is debunking. Like I said all along, guys, like I believe parts of that book. I really did. Did I feel like parts were embellished? Absolutely. Especially the part about Faith Evans and being a plant to watch, keep an eye on Biggie. Because that's what they do. That's what Diddy do in the industry. They will send women to set men up. And I believe in my heart of hearts, that's what happened with Nipsey Hussle. They sent Lauren London to set him up. Right? And then here's Nipsey, because Lauren's the one that got him into those doors. Here's Nipsey reaching out to Diddy like, oh, I want you to produce my album because I wanted that life or death type of feel or whatever. And so then Diddy gets involved or whatever. And then in the course of this all, Nipsey loses his life. The album drops, and Diddy is the executive producer of the album. Doesn't it sound all too familiar, Naughty Crew? I'm just saying, they use the women in the industry to set these men up. They are diabolical.
With the book, where you see everything was legit, how he did it. Say, I personal. It was a joint deal together. You understand? So,
But did the flash drive you sent him have any of the videos on it?
I have no idea. But I sent him this. I don't know what happened to that book. It had pictures in it. It had him and Snoop holding hands under the table. You know, he
oh my God!
And then it had him in the mold with Leo.
Naughty Crew, they all gay for the boule. They all gay for the boule. I told y'all, thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. Snoop. Well, I kind of figured Snoop, you know, when a man wants to wear his hair like a woman, okay, chill. Neo, they all gay for the boule, child. Thumbs up this video. He is showing us the official pictures.
Your girlfriend talks about like why, you know, you Diddy Jr.
Yes. Remember when Neo's baby mama came out and said, you Diddy Jr. You the same. Woo, child.
They had a lot of pictures.
Right.
With Biggie, way back then when they was, you know, supposed to have been beefing. You know, that's why I call him a double agent. Him in the wrong moment with Andre Harrell.
Once you got it to, you end up working a deal out with Todd. What was he supposed to do with the book? He was supposed to get it published.
He wanted.
Now Andre Harrell is supposed to be Diddy's first book. Okay, when he went over to intern at Uptown Records, all right, he bought Diddy a house, not a house, but gave him an apartment, gave him a car, just like, you know, spouses do for each other when they in love.
He wanted to get it published and put out.
What was that conversation?
No, he said Wade told me he had somebody who wanted to put it out. that he get it blown up. He put it out. It wasn't on. He got it on Amazon. He got Kim's face on the front of it. He took the off of it and put Kim's face on it.
Okay.
And did his numbers. It did. You know, I think the book itself sold it. So he played a part of it, a great part of it. He did his interviews.
Well, I think initially, according to Wade, like the first week it was out, it didn't sell. It wasn't selling. Wade ended up contacting you guys.
On your show. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he had contacted me. He said, "Look," he said, "would you be interested in?"
Please thumbs up the video. Aren't y'all glad? Please go check out my video, Kim Porter's Lost Words. I read the book to my naughty crew, okay? And everybody wanted to say, oh, it's all lies. I don't believe it. And I believe that there was some truth to that book. Parts of it has been leaking over the past couple of months. In certain details, I'm like, yep, and then other things I was just like, nope, or whatever. But especially the ending, the part about I'll Be Sure, I believe, because I'll Be Sure, a hit dog will holler, the first one to come out talk about it's fake, this and that. And Courtney Burgess confirmed that I'll Be Sure and Diddy, the diddler, was in they were having relations. Okay. Thumbs up this video, share this video, please support the channel.
Then having me on to talk about this memoir. And he kind of explained it to me and I was like, okay. And he said, but I got to contact, let me contact Todd and Courtney to see if they're okay with me doing this. And then you guys gave him the green light, but he had said that you guys were like, but don't mention our names. Just don't even mention, just mention that the book came out. And so I did like over an hour long video with him. And then I think a couple days later, after we put it out, a couple days later, it's like it got 250,000 views like in the first day. So within a day of that, Todd started doing interviews where Todd said he didn't want his name associated with it, but then he ended up doing an article with somebody and mentioned that he had published the book.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, strange but so then the book, of course, then it really, obviously started selling. And how many, do you know how many copies it had sold or how much?
You know what? I don't even got record of it. I just know it's money out there that I didn't receive. I can't really tell you how many units itself sold, but I'm sure it sold a lot. I looked on it today before I talked to you. It's up for auction for $5,000 for one book. So it had to sell a lot for somebody to.
Please thumbs up the video, share this video out. This is Courtney Burgess interview. I reported on this morning, and he has now testified in front of the grand jury. I find this gentleman to be credible, especially about the way he's going about things. Okay.
So, and I know that it was within, let's say, 2 weeks, it was an Amazon bestseller. It was the Amazon bestseller.
Right.
And then, listen, everybody was talking about it. What's her name? Nancy Grace is talking about it.
Yes.
Candace Owens is talking about it.
Reading it.
Yeah, everybody's reading it. Todd is doing all these different. Suddenly, Todd's doing all these interviews. It was really blowing up there for a while, and then I guess I'll Be Sure got a hold of it, and he was very upset because of what it said about he and Sean Combs. What happened? What the memoir says happened between the act that happened between the two of them.
Right.
So he got upset. And then his lawyer sent out cease and desist letters to Amazon.
I seen that. It was mostly for Kim picture on the front of it, respect for the family. And I can understand it. That's their mother. But you can't be upset about what your mother did what she did. I know she passed and gone. What about Tupac mother? What about Biggie mother? What about Craig Mack mother? What about I'll Be Sure mother? What about Heavy D mother? What about Black Rob mother? What about the corner that did Kim test on her, his mother? There's a lot of mothers out there hurt. You understand? That followed them and other people, mothers who loved them as artists. So you can't symbolize.
This is facts. This is all facts. What he's putting out, and you know what? I really want it now. I want to hear what Diddy kids feel now. Are they going to still continue, especially the boys? Are they going to continue to windmill for their father after all of this comes out? Child.
His mother, that's why it didn't supposed to have his cover on it, her face on it. But the book is true. I didn't change it. I'll Be Sure biggest problem was he thinks somebody stole the book and put it out. Of course, we men. He's a man. Who want people to know that?
I think I'll Be Sure biggest problem is the fact that he was outed. And you know, his preference is his preference, you know, but who would have knew I'll Be Sure would have been bi, right? I mean, the way they market him, it was as this ladies' man, right or wrong, okay? Then plus he had children. So why would we think that I'll Be Sure goes both ways or prefers men and women? But I really believe the homosexuality was indoctrinated into the music industry by Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell. I believe Russell Simmons created that grape environment, okay? And why? Because these are rich men. They used to hang out at the Playboy Mansion, and they figured out the formula. Oh, if we slip something in their drink, they won't remember, right? They learn how to Bill Cosby people. All right. So, I mean, this goes deep. It goes way back, these practices.
Kids know when something happened like that. You know what I'm saying? But he caused a moral problem for himself. Be quiet and let people believe what they want to believe. People says UFOs. Be quiet, because at the same time, what about King? He had a mother and a father. So for you to say something about his father on TV, that he was the one who did this to me, he killed Kim, your son is in the house with them. He could go back to you. If Puffy go to jail today, that he is, but for life, who gonna feed the twins and King? He ain't gonna feed them. Kristen could go back home with him. Jessica got a mother. They doing very good. So he's more making it bad for his son in the house with them, because they're looking at him like, what is your father talking about that he did this to my father? They got the same mothers, but he still got a father to go to. King don't. The twins don't. So I'll Be Sure best thing to do, let the believers grieve in on the moon that came down to earth. Let them believe it's flying saucers in this thing. Let them believe clones is taking over people. At the end,
I believe this is Kim Porter speaking from her grave. And I told y'all, Naughty Crew, before this all even got to this point, I feel like her spirit still hasn't rested, because she's still out here fighting to protect her children. Can't deny that. This is her voice speaking from the grave. Please thumbs up the video. You know, I feel like King Combs has been brainwashed by his father, but he's also a grown man, and he's also going to have his own legal battles coming forward. Like, that just goes to show how selfish the diddler is. Like, he will stop at nothing. He'll take down everybody, including his children, as long as all eyes are on me. Okay?
he need to get back time with his kid, his son that he lost.
Right.
He need to make a way for them, because that lifestyle he won't have after May, he got to fulfill them shoes. You understand? If they, after Puffy go to court in May, it's not looking too good for him.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not looking good.
No, the guns alone could get him 15, 20 years.
Right.
I'm just going by that. They found guns. I'm not going by what they said he did or whatever. Because they got to come out and say, these kids got to open their mouth and say, when I was such age, he did it to me. So, but the guns alone, we give him 15 years. So in 15 years.
And I believe, it's crazy that he said that. I believe Quincy was his victim. I believe that he was threatening Albie Shore through the years, and that's why he stayed away. Albie Shore has also said that Kim used to tip him off when Diddy would be in the room. Diddy has been trying to delete Albie Shore for years. And then as a result of that, I believe he held Quincy hostage and he alienated Albie Shore from his child. That's what Diddy will take kids. I think that's what happened with Misa, because I don't believe that he is Justin's. Why? I don't. He looks just like Wolf. Misa was messing with Wolf. It's going down. Sorry, guys.
Do you know the U.S. Solar Company's nasty little secret?
Think it happened. Is he going to take care of the twins and King? No, he's not. He ran from his first son.
So Albie Shore threatens a lawsuit. His lawyers are saying they're going to sue. Amazon took the book down initially because of the photograph. They said that it was a copyright violation.
Right.
Then Todd put the book back up without the cover. He put another generic cover on there. Then it was only up for another week, and then Amazon took it back down. Now, I'm assuming they took it back down because they received the cease and desist, or they received the fact that the book was part of a lawsuit and that they were going to name Amazon in the lawsuit.
Well,
but you're saying, we spoke earlier and you said that you don't think that there's going to be a lawsuit.
No, it's not a lawsuit because at the end of the day, it's a lawsuit on him. He sat there and said that their King and the twins' father killed their mother. You understand? That's the same way the book say he was acting with Puffy. He doing the same thing. It's more that he want to sell his book. It's more that he got his name caught up in it. But the facts is he wasn't a father to his son. That's everybody proof. Without even reading the book. His son's living in the house with Diddy and Kim. That's proof right there. You're not the father that you're supposed to be. You didn't fight for your son. So I think it's more that than anything. I don't think he
That's facts. Now, okay, because he just reminded me of something. Because when Albie Shore was on that show with Omarosa, it was some random show where they're competing. He admitted that he was a deadbeat, but I always thought, like, why? But he could have fought for his son through the courts. I'm just saying, no excuses. All right, no excuses for Albie Shore. But I do believe that the diddler had a hand in putting a wedge between him and his son. He strikes me as the type of dude that will rub it in his, like, he'll be doing a bunch of stuff for Quincy just to throw it up in Albie Shore's face.
He's hurting from the what the book said. It's more that was facts. It really was said. It's not about the book. It's about what happened. So that's what I think it is.
But the book did get taken down.
Yeah, it did get taken down.
Is there any possibility? Have you talked to Todd about getting the book put back up? I mean, from what you had said, it sold a ton. I mean, I know that, I don't want to say the numbers, but I mean, we're talking about, and you had mentioned that the royalties were in excess of like, $500,000.
Right.
So that's a lot of money. Like, is that money going to be dispersed, do you think? I mean, are you trying to get the book put back up? Like,
me personally, I'd rather put it up. It's going to go back up regardless, because one, it was given to me to do it, and I like doing the job. You understand?
Mhm.
Will Amazon take it back? Maybe if it don't got the picture. Maybe if it don't say nothing about I'll be sure. But that still don't stop the facts that I'll be sure you said that Diddy killed Kim Porter. We talking about that's happening every day. Sex happen every day. But you worrying about but when you tell that these twins and King that their father killed Kim Porter, which worse?
I think that Sean Combs is not going to sue I'll Be Sure because he's got bigger fish to fry right now.
No, he's not. So you want to go after other people that you figured he ain't said none of this when Puffy was on the streets.
Right.
He can't say I never said that. You said you heard this interview I did. Puffy was free as a bird. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't wait till he go to jail to say anything. I said it all the 35 years we've been in the music business together. And I said when he dead is gone. I do want to apologize to
Please thumbs up this video.
the kids, the young adults and the twins for their mother ending up being on the front cover of it. You know what I'm saying? And only because she's not here to defend herself. But the memoir is real.
If you sleep hot at night, you know how disruptive that can be. Whether you're having trouble falling asleep, you're waking up sweating in the middle of the night, or
Please thumbs up this video. This is Courtney Bugess on Law and Crime, giving an interview in regards to the Kim Porter memoir and having possession of Diddy's freak offs. He's dropping names and everything. We're just waiting for this commercial to go by. It's taking forever. Here we go.
One is out, but it will be back up, whether I'll be sure like it or not. You understand? And
people are trying to sell them right now for how much?
$4,000. Some going for $5,000. Some going for $50. It's all on eBay. And the funniest thing, Amazon was still selling the same book with the cover. I don't know what's in it after they took it down the season and since.
They were selling. I looked it up, Naughty Crew, and I still have my book. You mean to tell me I could put that book up there and get like $5,000? I didn't get a chance to return it.
I guess my question is that you, at some point, don't you think that the FBI is going to want to take a look at the flash drives that you have?
I think they already know because it ain't hard to Google what the name is and it link back to who I am for years. You know what I'm saying? I know it's against the law for child on videos. I didn't put it on there.
Right.
You understand? I know it's against the law for a lot of things. But have I broken a law? No. I haven't broken any law. Did Ty lie to the viewers? No, Ty didn't lie to the viewers. Ty didn't know. Wade didn't know. I didn't know.
All right. So for all of you that were skeptical, you know, Courtney Bugess is confirming everything. You know, this is going to blow things out the water. Okay. He is dropping names. Woo! I pray for his protection.
No one knew this was going to happen. Diddy sent himself to jail for the things he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm home. Ain't no 1,000 oil bottles in here. Ain't no lubricant. Ain't no wild parties in here. You understand? So he did what he did. Who gonna put him in jail?
What I'm wondering is that, like, obviously there's going to be a prosecution, they've gathered a ton of evidence, but I would think that the FBI would have contacted you to try and look at the flash drives. Is that, I mean, and you're saying, but nobody's contacted you?
Nobody. Only person contacted me is the ones who say what's going on, that want to see what was done to them. You understand? They want justice. I want justice. Tupac was my man. You understand?
Who was that? Who has contacted you to ask that?
Different people who's in the book. You know, I don't want to be named.
All right, Jimmy, because Kim Porter's book discussed her overhearing Diddy and Jimmy Henchman planning the demise of Tupac. And also in her book, she talks about a dinner where she's hearing Jay-Z and the Diddler, and this is all allegedly, Naughty Crew. This is all allegedly. But this was what was in Kim Porter's book. She also discusses the plan to delete Biggie, and that Biggie's mom, Mrs. Wallace, came into the restaurant begging the Diddler for money. I told y'all parts of that book was real. Woo! I love it when I'm right. I love it when I'm right. And he's saying Tupac was his man. And that's why I want to get into Lionel B's video, because it really breaks down his history in the music game and his connection to Tupac and where the beef really developed from between him and the Diddler.
He dropping, you understand? I gave my word to you that I'd do the show. You understand? A lot of people didn't want me to do the show because they know what type of person I am. I'm not going to sit up on your show and bite my tongue. You understand?
Do you know if Todd's been contacted by the FBI?
I spoke to Todd earlier today. I think somebody had reached out for him. So whatever he got in the flash, the email, I guess he's surrendering that right now today.
Okay. So, all right. So, I mean, he's turning over evidence. So if you're, I'm assuming a lot of this is you did this because you wanted Kim Porter's, you wanted her wishes to be fulfilled, right? To be granted that Diddy or that Sean Combs gets arrested, that, he's brought to justice. Lots of people want, him to be brought to justice. Why not contact the FBI and just turn over the videos? I mean, they've clearly got child on them.
But where I'm from,
they've got proof.
Where I'm from, that's snitching, and I'm not getting in that category of snitching. You understand? Because I'm on here doing an interview. Is that called snitching? Is it called dry?
I can't with him. I can't with him with the snitching thing. Not when you just testify against a grand jury. Not when you got possession of child porn. That's called protecting the victims, not snitching. I just don't understand people.
I snitching on a third person snitching? No, you know what it's called? It's called Tupac told him that he don't die, he multiply. I'm Tupac today.
Wow. We don't die, we multiply. Famous line from Baby Kids. Child. Well, I don't look at this as snitching. I look at this as carrying out Kim Porter's wishes and protecting her children from this monster.
And he wants some justice for what he did. I'm 54 now. If I was early, will I be out there acting like I'm young? Yes, I will. But I'm 54. I have a life. I have a family to stay behind. So this as far as you get. You understand? Call me what you want to call me. I'm not up here like Gene and Jaguar going to thing, dropping all this and that. That's their lifestyle. You understand? We all know why Gene not the bodyguard no more. You understand? If anybody know, we already know why. Jaguar.
Why isn't he?
Go ahead.
Why isn't he the bodyguard?
Because he was getting high. He was getting high with Biggie and them at the studio, and Biggie called on him, and Puffy said, he told Puffy that yo, I need another bodyguard because Gina hit hot. Puffy walked in the studio, he laid out on the couch like a washed up well on the beach. So
wow, you mean Gene Squill? He was getting high on the job? That's why he backtracking, I think, Gene, on a lot of what he's been saying. But to be quite honest, if you had knowledge of a lot of this, why didn't Gene go to the authorities a long time ago? Because it's about money, extorting, okay? That's what all of him, Keefy, that's what they were always trying to do by doing these interviews. They was trying to extort Diddy. And I think it's all catching up to them. And I think Gene Dill, he backtracking on a lot of things because he could possibly charge with conspiring. It's a lot of charges there. That's why he backtracking now.
So he got on, he said, yo, but Biggie writing Lil Kim and no music, and that's what pissed Big Puff off the worst. That's the night he got killed. He told him that. He said, what? Just tell me if you wrote the music for him. All up in Big face. You know, he claimed that he didn't want Big to go across seas. No, he wanted what happened to Big happen. That's what he wanted to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened just like he wanted to. What I hold Gene accountable for, because Gene sat there and got 30,000 was offered to him to kill him. Why didn't he? He's a cop. Gene is an ex-correction officer,
Exactly. You ex-law enforcement and you don't report someone about to be deleted, and you knew he was about to, because Gene has said that all over different platforms. He knew it was a setup. He knew it was a trap.
cop, whatever he is, but he's in law enforcement somewhere. Why did he tell the mother that they was gonna kill me? That's what I hold him accountable for. He sit on TV there smiling. Oh, Puff offered me 30,000 to kill. You cool saying that?
What you want?
Baby, I got it. All I'm asking.
You said what? Grace, I can't. I'm swapping out. I can't do it. I'm sorry, darling.
He writing Lil Kim and no music, and that's what pissed Big Puff off the worst. That's the night he got killed. He told him that. He said, "What? Just tell me if you wrote the music for him." All up in Big face.
Over the videos. I mean, they've clearly they've got child on them.
Where I'm from,
they've got proof.
Where I'm from, that's snitching, and I'm not getting in another bodyguard because Gina hit hot. Puffy walked in the studio, he laid out on the couch like a washed up well on the beach. So he got on, he said, "Yo, but Biggie writing Lil Kim and no music," and that's what pissed Big Puff off the worst. That's the night he got killed. He told him that. He said, "What? Just tell me if you wrote the music for him." All up in Big face. He claimed that he didn't want Big to go across seas. No, he wanted what happened to Big happen. That's what he wanted to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened just like he wanted to. What I hold Gene accountable for, because Gene sat there and got 30,000 was offered to him to kill him. Why didn't he? He's a cop. Gene is an ex-correction officer, ex-cop, whatever he is, but he's in law enforcement somewhere. Why did he tell the mother that they was gonna kill me? That's what I hold him accountable for. He sit on TV there smiling. Oh, Puff offered me 30,000 to kill. You cool saying that? That's cool saying it?
I mean, I guess he's okay with it.
Okay, there you go. Now we know why he fired, and now we know why he ain't a correction officer or police no more. Because he'll live by the rules of the streets or the rule of his job.
Okay, so
I believe Gene was a dirty cop. He talks about being in a gang, same gang, and they was in the streets. I believe he was living a double life and hiding behind the law to protect him. That's my belief. That's my opinion.
I have a question. So if the FBI shows, so I don't understand, if the FBI were to show up and want copies or want to take the flash drives, like have you made copies of them?
No. Nope.
Are you gonna hand them
show
over?
up? If I see alphabet jackets coming on my lawn, they can have whatever they want to have. As long as they ain't taking me. They can have whatever they want. I got a 100-inch TV. They want that, they can take that rig with them. But no.
Because I mean, yeah, I just like I see them definitely. Look, I don't see Todd not telling them where he got this from.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Todd saying, I'm a journalist. I'm not going to tell you who my source is, because, you know, so far he hasn't.
Right.
You know, he's keeps mentioning two people that are in the entertainment industry, which, let's face it, that's accurate. Right. That's you and it's Wade.
Right.
And of course, Wade just said, hey, meet this guy. He didn't, that was it. As far as, I mean, I know he had a copy of the your original, the memoir, but so Todd has said that, but I'm pretty sure that if the FBI reaches out to him, he's going to immediately say, hey, listen, the guy's name is Courtney Bugess. Here's who he is. So I'm thinking that they're probably going to come. I think the problem is that, you know, well, one, you've looked at the videos, you know, not good. I know you're saying, hey, I didn't know that this was on there. The other thing is that, you know, to me, I would contact the authorities, because you're essentially in possession of, one, child, two, evidence. And this is evidence in the case. And I know you're saying it's snitching, but this guy is done. He's going down. And you've got, you know, you've got discs that prove that he is a predator and he's having sex with underage.
Shout out to, I forget his name, but shout out to him for putting the facts out there and letting him know, like, you need to put this guy away, period.
You know, with children, it's child. So that's a definite nail in his coffin. I mean, I'm kind of assuming they probably already have tapes like that.
Right. And they got the people who did it still alive. They need to march themselves down there and say, because then it's not snitching. It's about they was kids. They are victims. They're not participators. You understand? Usher not going to be Usher tomorrow. He go down there and say what happened. He going to be a bigger Usher, because he going to stop.
Usher on the run, child. I told you they was doing image rehab by endorsing Kamala Harris. You got LeBron James. He's the latest endorser. All the people that were at the Diddlers freak-offs, okay, and parties. I'm not going to say they always at the freak-offs. You know what I'm saying? So Usher's scared right now. Neo's scared right now. This is this is what we needed.
Stop what was going on. Like me, I want him to stop in his tracks if he was something he had to do with Tupac killing. Because it ain't just from Tupac, it's Tupac, it's Gaddafi. You understand? That was his god brother got killed. Then I got shot in East Orange. You understand? 6 times at East Orange on Munn Avenue.
You got shot?
Yes.
Yes, my grandparents lived on Munn Avenue. I know exactly where he's talking about. Please thumbs up this video. This is my hood 90 crew. So I'm picturing all of this and I'm like, oh my God. I kind of remember some of this.
Yeah. All of my arms in my hand. So it's bigger than that. It ain't.
How did that happen?
Behind that.
Behind what?
Behind the Tupac and the Biggie situation.
Wow.
Okay.
You understand? Because I was up in the label. Next to Lil Kim, next to Biggie, Mark Pitts, and all of them coming to the label. And then they didn't know that I was, affiliated with Tupac until we did the song, Unusual Suspects, Mike Geronimo, DMX.
But are you saying that, so I kind of missed that first part, which was that they paid you to do the Hail Mary?
Yes.
Okay. Did they pay you for the song or paid you to produce it?
They paid me for it wasn't a song at first. It was just the track. And then they had an engineer, some guy that hit them hard with them or whatever. But a lot of people from Death Row was there. You understand? I just knew Pop and Suge I only know Suge from seeing them. You understand? Everybody knows Suge is, sitting down with him, no, never ate with him, no. Has I seen Pop? Yes. Symphony Hall, talked to him on the phone, smoked with him, did everything else with him. But it was a hired for money, helped me out.
Right.
You understand? I needed the cash. I had a bum deal. Money wasn't flowing like it used to. My name was bigger than my money. You understand? So he put me in a good predicament. 18, 17, you see 250K in your hand. What you gonna do?
Okay, that's right. I that's what I thought. You had said 250. Yeah, I don't. So my probably my last question here is, what's going on with Todd? Like, I mean, what's the issue with Todd? I mean, have you guys? What's he saying? Like, I mean, why haven't they released the funds?
Oh, the funds don't be released because royalties being hold. They hold royalties for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, like 30 to 60 days.
90 to 60 days. 60 to 90 days.
90 to 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's no big thing. He's not suing. You understand? We took the book down. First it was because of Kim's face. Then he went it down because he was in it. But in reality, it's true. He don't want to tell everybody. He said somebody stole it. He thought it was behind Puffy. He think Puffy did it to mess with him. You understand? I don't know what he ever did with Puffy. I don't know what Puffy ever did with them, but I know it was on a Memoir. You understand? So if I was there, I'm just as guilty as them. I'm not, like, again, Gene sat there and said he would watch him and Ja Rule do the butt plugs and all that. You the same as them. I don't see Puffy let you see that much. And you're not anticipating too. You understand? Nobody gonna bring you in the room and watch them bang another man and don't make you get on it too. Like, all the females admitted that Puffy let his friends gang bang. But he not admitting that he helped gang bang a dude. So I'm not
Ooh, he is exposing Gene Dill all over the place. Naughty Crew, thumbs up the video. Gene Dill, it looks like your money train is up. I hope you saved money from all your book sales and things like that. But Courtney is in the net rain for you. Looks like he's out in Gene Dill.
I'll be sure. I don't. Whatever he did, he got to pay for his lifetime. But the book will be back up. You understand? It's investors trying to get the book to do movies. You understand? So
yeah. So you're trying to. I mean, so you guys are trying to sell the book for the film rights?
If the book go for film rights, I'll make sure half the money do go to.
Let me tell you something. I'm about to put my book on eBay. I'm about to get my piece of the pie. I'm about to get a piece of the Diddler's pie. Yes, okay. Before they put it back out, I'm gonna sell my book on eBay.
King and the two girls, the twins. I could be that fair.
Okay.
I would definitely make sure that happened.
I think that's dope because Todd, he talking about he wasn't going to give nothing to the kids. I believe he will though. A portion of it should go to their kids. To Kim Porter kids. Especially them girls. They too young. They're gonna have to fend for themselves.
Because this is it. All they got is their self and their grandmother. I don't know what Puffy got put away for them, but that's how I play.
So one more question is that Jaguar was talking about how there are people out there trying to sell the discs or sell the videos, the flash drives. I mean, has Todd tried to sell the flash drive? I mean, I know I saw an interview where he said he would flat sell them.
Well, I saw it too, but I don't know what he would sell. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Jaguar talking a whole lot of SHIT. You understand? Because if anybody had him, they'd have been showed it.
Debunk Jag Liar wrong. I'm so sick of her. I wish somebody just gag her behind. I really, really do. She just go online and she creates stories. All she is a storyteller, and she should have been an actress. I say that all the time. She's not credible.
Right.
You understand? This bigger than the presidential right now. Diddy. You understand? You either got two things to watch: the presidential or Diddy. So the money is out there for it if they had it. I'm not trying to sell it. You understand? I want to keep it so do a movie if anybody pop out. If I have them that long, since you said FBI looking for them, if I have them that long, yes, I will put it in a movie and put it out. So
he need to get with 50 Cent. He need to get with 50. He need to get down there to Shreveport with 50. That's what he need to do. That will be epic.
That'll be my proof. But well as me selling, no, I ain't hard up to put it in sell. I just like good business. So that's what it be, good business. I'm not gonna sell it to Mary J or sell it to Usher or sell it to Jay-Z. I'm not gonna confront them like that. I'm not gonna, regardless if you stop and buy, I'm not going. I'll call it extortion. I never been extorted for my lunch, and I ain't never been extorted for my shoes or glasses. I ain't gonna start doing it. Pick up that bad habit. So I don't know.
So what's the issue? What's going on with you and Todd right now?
Todd thing he like to have everything in his hands, and it can't be like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's this umbrella is not just Todd holding an umbrella. I'm here to help him realize that people believe that he did get it from somebody. You understand? I'm not here to destroy credibility of his name. I'm more here to help him. But he can't tell me he know this, he know that. I've been in the music business for 35 years. I don't know how long he's been in his professional, but I've seen it, the music business. I tasted it. I lived it. I made it. You understand? He got the book out of Wade's hand. Wade got it from a mutual friend. I got it from somebody, and a mutual friend gave it to Wade, and it worked. How many books sold in 15 days? 1.5 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Probably. It's a lot of books.
That's a lot of books. I'm glad people reading today. I'm glad they're reading today. But who else made that much money? Records don't even sell that much no more. The label's mad. They wish they had his music in it. Average artist been selling, 300,000 records today?
You're probably looking at over 25,000 books have been sold, maybe more.
Okay.
At a minimum, maybe probably closer to 30,000 books.
Mm-hmm.
If it's over 1 million, if it's over 1 million gross. If you're saying it's 1.5, well then add another 15,000 to that. So it might be 45,000 books. That's a ton of books. You had said, we spoke before, and you had said that you grew up with Sean Combs, or you grew up in that same area as him. And if you knew him when you
we grew up in a generation of his father and my godfather, Frank Lucas.
Okay. How can you explain that?
I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. The downtown area.
Newark, that's where my parents are from. They're both Newark natives. Hey, Tels, thank you for joining. This is Courtney Burgess. He has been in the music industry for over 35 years. Him and Diddy's beef goes way back, okay? But he is in possession of the actual Kim Porter flash drives. He has confirmed that Kim Porter Lost Words book, it's true. And he has now, as of today, testified to the grand jury, okay? And we will, as the public, we will get access to the full book, okay? In this interview, you're gonna have to go back and replay it, Tells, but he dropped names: Justin Bieber, Usher, Jaden Smith, Snoop Dogg, Neo. Okay, very juicy. Happy Friday, Naughty Crew. All right, let me see. If this is just going into the background, I'm gonna.
Yeah, all over no special place. I had a lot of people older than me. I like to hang around older people. You understand? Some of the bigger players out there. From Bark Prey, he just been released. Glad for him to be home for 37 years. Been in prison and federal jail, Kingpin from Newark, New Jersey. Frank Lucas, a couple of Italians.
And see, that's where I want to switch over to Lionel B's video because he did a good job. He started out the video with his background. Let me see. So let's switch over. Shout out to Laura Crime. That was a great interview. And I think this gentleman is very, very credible. Hey, Tarshella. But Lionel B gets kind of in the history, the guts, and he connects all the dots, like how he came up in the music industry and how him and the Diddler beefed. Here we go. Please thumbs up the video as you all are loading in the room. Happy Friday, everyone. Please share this video out. Now let's get into the background of how Courtney ties into all of this. Hold on.
Lucas
show today. A Diddy insider sat down with me to talk about the Diddy celebrity tapes he has possession of, and also exclusive details surrounding Diddy and Gene Deal's involvement with Biggie's death and the origins of Kim Porter's alleged memoir. Now,
Child, a whole lot of people about to get charges brought on them, and that's why Gene Deal is backtracking. Shout out to Choke No Joke because he's been exposing it all.
Make sure you stay locked into this whole entire video so that you don't miss nothing.
Man, Diddy, we was having altercations from the early 90s till today.
What type of altercations were y'all having between each other?
It was generation altercation. I had a godfather named Frank Lucas, and from Frank Lucas, he had a father that was under Frank Lucas. He supposed to have snitched. His father was a snitch, informant. He got killed. So it's
okay, Diddy's father snitched. Who that sound like? The Diddler. You know he a Fed, child. You know he a Fed. That's why Homeland Security came to get his ass.
I was in big beat with Tane One, and they didn't know I was down with Pac as well. So around Lil Kim, Diddy, Mark, all them coming, they didn't know. You understand? From coming around Jay-Z at shows and other artists at shows, they didn't know. How they found out, one day Haitian Jack came to Relativity Records and told him, he was like, "Oh, you know Wyclef from the Food?" I said, "Yeah, we grew up together. We went to Lincoln and Newark together from 5th grade."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Wyclef, the Fugees, they all from Jersey. See, people be sleeping on Jersey. We got some jewels that came out of Jersey.
He said, "Yeah, I just got this bracelet from him." He said, "What you gonna do for me?" He pulled out a crayon 9, put it on the table. I looked at him like, "I'm not doing anything." So from being from Newark, we used to carry Tech 9s. That was our favorite gun, Tech. Understand? So I pull out mine and say, ain't doing nothing either. So one where he went to the other, he said, cool, I like you. You understand? I said, well, I'm a likable person.
Americans have always opened their hearts to those coming from distant lands to make a new life here, to live in freedom and to improve their lot.
So he said, yo, I heard you got a group over there, Artifacts, at Atlanta. I said, yeah. So he informed Diddy that, yo.
So, let me back it up. The Artifacts is from Jersey. I actually know one of the members. His name is L. I got Artifacts merch. They still performing the Artifacts or whatever, international group. So Courtney Burgess used to manage them.
So he went up against Mike Geronimo, made him change. That's the only person who could have changed the song. How he did it, why he did it, I don't know. But it was because we was with the Pac outlaw.
So he ain't want to have nothing to do with Pac or anybody that was affiliated with Pac.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about.
And that's true. And after Pac died, like he was like on his mission to screw any girls that F Pac, and I think that's because Diddy was attracted to Pac.
I know you have information regarding like Gene Deal and him working for Diddy at one point and him getting fired. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I met Gene Deal. He probably don't remember. It was up in LA. It was a big party. Everybody was there. I mean, deep. All the industry rappers deep. I forgot what it was called. And it was fights was going on. Like people was fighting with bats. It was deep. It was like Magic Central Park or a big park where everybody fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know about Gene Deal back then. I didn't know his name, but I know his face. I remember faces. Gene Deal, he speaks about, you know, the incident with Biggie, but he speaks about he knowing that Diddy had something to do with shooting Pac. I'm not here to snitch. I'm not here to jump on the bandwagon. Man, Diddy been fighting since day one, generation family curse. You understand? If you know me, you know I don't take shorts. You understand? So I'm not gonna let somebody keep doing things, especially I know his background. Back then, 94, Wendy Williams used to call me, and she used to say, Court, I know you. Who you think is the gay rapper? Now she told me, Diddy.
Okay, Wendy Williams comes up. Okay, who you think is it? And he confirmed it. All right, so now we got Wendy's source. Wendy's a Jersey girl. Don't sleep on Jersey, y'all. Thumbs up this video, please. Share it out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right.
Who else? So I had no problem saying it. That was back then. It's 2024, 35 years later. So what happened was he speak about he knowing he did it, and Keefy D keeps saying that he gave the gun to such and such. You know, I'm looking at him. He's watching Ja Rule get hit in the butt with the plugs, and that's on the back of the book, the official book.
Damn, so that's the plugs that was used on Ja Rule?
Yeah. So he's telling the story. I'm listening to him. What man sit there and watch two men have sex?
Right.
You understand? Like, I won't watch a man and a female having sex. You understand? Only person I'm watching is myself. You understand? I'm not watching no man, period.
Right.
He speak about he told Diddy and all of them that they was coming for him. But I see him in the car with Diddy. You understand? We should have been driving for Biggie. You understand? I respect Mace what Mace said about him. You understand? He didn't go because why he gonna be around people?
Tells. They all gay for the boule girl. You gotta go back and watch from the beginning, honey. Okay, they all gay for the boule. Thumbs up this video, share it out.
Who don't like?
How did you get involved initially with the Because we're talking about Kim's lost words.
Yeah. Because I knew Kim back from Uptown.
Oh, okay.
Way back then. Heavy D, all of them I knew way back then. You know, because don't forget, Pac and Biggie was friends. You understand? I mean, Diddy was associates. The problem was Pac was sleeping with all the girls that Diddy wanted. From Madonna to Jada Pickett.
Naughty Crew, I've been said this. All this beef was over girls. Diddy was jealous because all the girls were flocking to Pac, and Diddy was ugly. Ain't nobody want him. He couldn't even close his mouth. It was all based on jealousy. All this beefing, you best believe girls is at the root of it. Even the Rockefeller beef over girls.
To Kim Porter, to anybody else. I'm not sure about Cassidy. I don't think it was Cassidy. But
okay, so that was in Kim Porter's lost words when we read it. And if you please go check out my video, I read it on my channel to my Naughty Crew or whatever. She did say that she slept with Tupac. Okay, but Diddy wanted Tupac for himself, and Pac rejected him just like he rejected Quincy Jones. And what? You telling me no? You can't tell the diddler no? Child, it gets deep.
You know, that bothered her. So, you know, nothing to take away from Kim Porter. Any female, I'm not going to say her. Females like to be on top. Men have destiny. We got destiny. Females have dreams. So every female wants that white picket gate in the big house. So I understand. You understand? Not saying Pac was broke, because he wasn't broke. He just wasn't ready to make her his wife.
So basically, initially, Pac had Kim Porter first before Diddy got involved with her. Okay.
I got the email 6 months before she died. Before she got sick.
So she was still alive when you got it.
She was still alive.
Okay, so Pac had, you know how Diddy love. He's attracted to women who are taken, and I believe by like the men he kind of wants to be with. That's my opinion, and my opinion is not facts, but that's what I feel. Remember at Quincy's movie premiere, Kim Porter had, I'm telling you, that was a dig at Diddy. One moment, Naughty Crew. Please thumbs up the video. This one. I'm telling you, she did that. To get in Diddy's head. This picture. She has on a t-shirt. I just think that was a kind of FU to the diddler. Look at this. Remember when Will Smith wrote about being with Tupac, Jada being with Tupac, and how he will never be able to measure up to that man? Okay? This was a dig at Diddy, a big FU. I'm done, okay? And from what I hear, because Yoyo was recently speaking out, saying that she slept with Tupac as well. Please thumbs up this video. We are getting to the tea. Tupac had all the girls, and that's why the diddler was mad. Because nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. Because he was ugly. Yep. Think about all these men being busted for X trafficking in the industry. They are not attractive. Let me see. Sorry, guys. me just pull it up this way. Please thumbs up the video, and let's continue with this interview while I pull that up. But yeah, Yo-Yo recently was speaking out about her sleeping with Tupac.
Oh wow.
So I didn't take no of it, you know what I'm saying, to go into it like it did down. What made me got into I got a phone call after she died. So I started doing my homework. Andre Harrell, Black Rob, Craig Mack, even what happened to Albie Shore, Heavy D, a man from Def Jam, I can't think of his name right now. There was too many murders around.
All these mysterious
his name
illnesses and all
his
that.
name kept floating up. And that's when I did the book.
Okay.
I took it in, I didn't alter, I just dropped it and let it print up just how it was sent to me. So I got another phone call after she died. I said, "What you doing?" I said, "I got to get this book out." So I got a phone call from a guy named Wade. He had an iPod. He got a crime TV, and I spoke to him. I said, "How you get the book?" He said,
Okay, so now we know about the origins of his connection and connecting with Todd on getting Kim Porter's memoir printed. We heard that in the first interview on Law and Crime, but for the most part, I just wanted you guys to catch the beginning of the interview so you can get his origins and his history with the Diddler. He's been in the music industry for 35 years. I know one of the groups he managed, Artifacts. I know one of the members, L. Shout out to you, L. Okay. Maybe he'll come on the channel. I'll reach out to him to see if he can come. But yeah, Yo-Yo, she was speaking on recently. She was speaking on sleeping with Tupac. Let me see if I can find that clip. But it's going down, Naughty Crew. It's going down. Hollywood is shaking in their boots right now. Okay. This is why everybody is so quiet. Okay, because those tapes that the Diddler has possession of, or that Kim put out, right? Thank God Kim was strategic and smart about this, and I just really feel like she is speaking from her grave, and she is fighting loud and proud to protect her kids. Please thumbs up this video. All right. So we just went through the footage of Courtney Burgess. He was friends with Kim Porter, beefing with Diddy forever. Okay. Kim Porter left, I think he said 11 flash drives with him, which there is a copy of. Excuse me. There is child corn. I had to think about the way I was going to say it. There is proof of child corn on there. Okay. But it's going down, and this really makes me feel better. Knowing that the Diddler possibly will never be released to the streets to terrorize the world, because this goes international with him. This goes deep. Okay. So, and I think it's more charges. I definitely think it's more charges to come. I think Red Rum charges are coming. I think GUN charges are coming, and I think child corn charges are coming. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all believe that to be true, but this like solidifies things for me. It really does. The last thing I need to do now, I just want to lay eyes on the Diddler. I'm trying to go to court. But this is why you're seeing all these celebrities doing image rehab, okay? Endorsing Kamala and doing all these, showing all these positive things that they're doing. They've never been so loud and proud, okay? But nobody has nothing to say about the diddler. Everybody is like, mum's the freaking word. Well, just so you know, Courtney Burgess, he has now testified to the grand jury. Let me see if this is it. 1 second. So Yoyo was recently on Swade's Universe, who is also gay for the Boulay child, okay? And Jonathan, former publicist to the stars, put that information out there. Child, all is being revealed. They all gay for the Boulay. Let me see if I can find. They don't have it labeled. But Tupac was the man. Everybody wanted a piece of Tupac, okay? I'm gonna try to fast forward through this to get to the part.
It's Queen on Love and Hip Hop, and I was like, oh, how they gonna do that? She's 100. You can't get up there and do scripted acting reality.
Right.
She gonna keep it thorough and real. She's done that since early 90s when she first.
Gardena, if you're a Cali girl now, people think the Valley is Cali.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it is. Her mom committed murder, and they were going to take the 3 siblings. I came home from school one day and told my mom. My mom brought the kids. I mean, my mom went and.
Right?
Yeah, she got that one, a Cali ill.
You brought up IBW.
Yes.
And
it wasn't that hard for me to be myself. I think as I became industrialized.
How did you keep the wolves off? Oh shit, she triggering you. She looking back at you.
Sorry. Look back at it.
And always looking front at it. That's he got caught off guard right there.
True.
How did you I know a lot of men approach you. You're a beautiful woman. Back then, it was hogs out there.
Oh man!
Did you avoid it, or you slayed them too?
No, I wish I could say I slayed them. But no, Cube. The introduction to this industry was new to me, but Cube had been a part of it, and Cube just told me straight up, what you don't want to do, how you don't want to be. So I had a lot of respect out there. I still have a lot of respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still have a lot of respect. So nope, I they didn't play with the yo-yo.
They
didn't play me out.
They didn't play. They didn't play me out. Don't try to play me out.
Yeah, so which is a good thing.
Back then, people thought that you and Pac were dating.
Yep, we did.
Oh, y'all did date?
Yeah, we did date.
That's real?
Mm-hmm, that's real. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
How long did y'all date?
Oh, goodness. All his life.
Really?
I was his. I'm still his.
Still to this day.
To this day. We were great friends on the road. We met each other early, 89, when Pac first came out here. And we dated, and Pac, we became great friends, which later ended up in a relationship, which turned into a friendship because the relationship just couldn't last. I was just introducing myself to the industry. And, I wanted to be free. I didn't want, a boyfriend.
Was this around which album? Was this around
this was the beginning. This was the beginning. We were both on tour. I was working with
Hey, Tells, this is Yoyo. You can't play with my yo-yo. Yo. Don't try to play me out. Sing. Dun, dun, dun. And she's on my page too. I saw her this summer perform at the 24 Hours piece. But this is just proof. Like, all the women wanted Pac. All the women wanted proof of Pac. And Diddy was jealous of that.
Ice Cube, and he was dancing for Digital Underground.
Damn, shit is early on. See, I knew Pac back then as well. What did y'all talk about? What dreams? What did y'all talk about?
Oh God,
what could you tell us about Pac? See, I try to tell stories, but it's what can you say to people out there? What kind of person was he at that age?
Oh God, Pac was a dreamer.
Yeah.
Definitely a dreamer. I mean, we talked about dreams. He talked about his family life. He talked about growing up and just stories. I knew about Jada Pinkett long before the world knew about her. I mean, his fascination with her. They went to school together. It was his best friend, but I already knew he had a love for her. He talked about his sister. I mean, his sister and I are very close friends to this day. I mean, he wanted me to mentor his sister, Setua, and Setua and I are still friends to this day.
That's amazing.
And I flew out to New York to the Cotton Club for one of her things that he wanted me to come out to. I'll tell you, Pac's the father that was in prison. Pac took us up. We went to a prison to perform, and it was a riot at that.
A good riot, like because he was there.
The
or
scariest riot
a
I've
violent
ever
riot.
been in my life.
Really?
I forget the name of the prison, but it's out near Santa Barbara, but a riot broke out. And I mean, I see guys on the street today like, yo, you remember you came in that riot? Yeah, I remember. Scariest shit that ever happened to me in my life.
Wow.
You know, and at the same time, somebody tried to fill on my butt while it was a riot.
Did you look back
I
at
was
it?
like, come on.
I'm trying
to get the hell out of here.
Not now.
Yo, Yo gonna take you home. You're so happy. That's why everything she said, he like, Al, don't forget about me, Al.
Slow down, all. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trigger finger.
Al,
Like,
everywhere you
you
go.
cool, Slay. Where that guy out with that button?
Let me see my
Wow.
face triggered.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. I know you was with him till the end, right?
Yeah, all the way to the end. You know, Pac, somebody I mean, you know, he used to call me Uncle Pac. We used to battle all the time.
Battle rap?
Battle.
Yo, you wrote all your rhymes?
I didn't write them all. Cube,
Okay.
I mean, it got to a place where I started writing all my rhymes.
Okay.
But nope, Cube came in the door with an idea and a plan. I mean, you know, we co-wrote a lot of things together. Bonnie and Clyde co-wrote. You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo co-wrote. You know, a lot of our stuff, but sometimes Cube came in and he would say, oh my God, he never slept. I mean, we would get off the plane and he would, oh God, girl, don't be no fool. Listen to this. Don't, you know, we had a Bobby Brown. Don't be.
Right,
And I'm
right.
just like, I love it, but you can't write all my raps. So
Yeah.
you know, but
Real.
that's how creative he was.
Right.
And I miss that kind of collaboration now because he helped to see, you know, he was from the outside looking in. He saw what I wanted. And that helped me to create more. So he would come with the ideas and say, you should do this, you should do this. And that would help me create because I couldn't think of it for myself.
Not that
And
fast,
I'm still
maybe.
that way anyway.
Yeah.
No, still to this day, whatever I do, I have to call somebody to play mental tennis with. Like,
Got
what do you
it.
think about this? Bounce this off of you. You know, help me see what I'm trying to say. You see where I'm coming from. Help me make it bigger.
Oh, I like that though. That's what creativity should be about, right? Feeding off of each other.
But
right?
that's why I'm wondering, like in hip hop, we are so narrow-minded when it comes to the males. Like any idea of ping pong.
I'm glad she just honest about her art and she don't put up any fronts. But Yo-Yo is just, she's straight up like no nonsense. Like, you can't play with her Yo-Yo for real. Okay, love that for her. I saw her perform at the 24 Hours a Piece. And she looks great. She is married. Let me see. I think this is it. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Nah, I can't find the clip. Like, there's a clip out there where she's like, oh no, he was really good in bed. But she's an awesome performer. Like, she entertains like no other. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to see her perform. All right, here it is. Shout out to Hip Hop DX. They did an article on it. All these lawn people are trying to come out, and this is why the diddler is mad, because he probably wanted a piece of that. So Yoyo, she didn't divulge too many details about their sex life, but did offer he was organic. His eggplant wasn't from the farmer's market, and he was strong in all ways in his life. Okay, so this is why the diddler was mad, because all the girls wanted a piece of that. And nobody wanted a piece of the diddler, because word on the curve, the diddler has a little ditty, okay? Oh, Naughty Crew. This was an awesome live. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I don't know if there's any updates, but I'll keep my eye out. But shout out to Courtney Burgess for representing for Jersey, okay? He's a Jersey native, and shout out to him for having the courage to go and testify in front of the grand jury. I'm glad he changed his mind about that. I really, really am. Because there are children that were violated, and I just don't agree with people raping children, because it does something to their spirit, and it messes them up when it comes to being intimate with partners. And that's probably why Justin is so mean to his wife. But a lot was revealed. Like Will and Jada, y'all got some explaining to do. Y'all sold y'all baby to Diddler. That is just nasty work right there. That is just nasty work right there. It's official. We see the charges coming down the pipe ahead, okay? But this dude is a Chester.
Come to the after party tomorrow. Yeah. Come to the after party tomorrow. Yeah. Come to the after party tomorrow.
Disgusting. He is disgusting. You can't make this stuff up. Ugh. I wish the circus would go away. I wish Krishan and her family will go the fuck away. I'm so sick of all of them. Yeah, so I went to my profile. Here is Yoyo performing. For those of you, that's why y'all gotta follow me on all my different socials, because I'll be posting good stuff like this.
When you talk about love like a veteran, get the whipped cream.
All right. Yoyo looked good. She was an awesome performer, and I'm glad she is a part of my profile, okay? But she was very entertaining. Look at her. She came and showed Noik some love. She supported the vendors and everything. She bought that t-shirt that day. Well, this sweatshirt that day. All right. She was backing that ass up. Go, Yo-Yo. Go, Yo-Yo. Okay. Yo-Yo freaky, okay? So I only can imagine that her and Tupac made good love, okay? Oh, Jam Master Jay. Oh, thank you. You're so welcome, Chantel. I love you all. I could not wait. I said this cannot wait till tomorrow. I gotta get this out now. But you know, I'm on the diddler's neck, like I always am, okay? Not to my knowledge, but I do know and see, look, Allie Carter, she was a ex-trafficking victim, right? I talked about her on this channel, and I want to believe her, but when she starts talking that she's Tupac's daughter, she lost me there. It's giving me Legina Gold vibes, which she did when she said she was R. Kelly's daughter. But I don't think he had any children. I've never heard of him having children. Let's ask Google. No, it says no. Tupac Shakur did not have any children. However, his mother, Afeni Shakur, had a daughter named Sakiwa. That's his sister. Yeah, he doesn't have any children. I was also looking for footage of his funeral, right? Because you know Biggie's funeral is all over YouTube or whatever. And it looks like the family had like a private ceremony, only close family and friends, and I'm sure that was for a reason, because they didn't want people like the Diddler showing up and playing in their face. Yeah, he didn't get a chance to leave a lead lineage. And then the Kim Porter book, Jamal Woods, that's the alias that Todd wrote the book under. That is an alias that Tupac used to use. Right. That's the alias. So the alias that Todd used for Kim Porter's Lost Words, that connects to Tupac. People are still trying to say he's alive. I don't know, Naughty Crew. Look, if Tupac come back, it's going to be heads are rolling, Naughty Crew, okay? Heads are rolling. But, you know, the Black Panthers were known for faking their death, okay? I'm just saying. It's been rumors for years that Tupac is still alive. And you cannot find footage of the funeral anywhere. They claim he was cremated, because even after he was shot out in Vegas, Tupac was alive for days after that. So I don't know. Remains to be seen. We will find out. Only time will tell. So I love you all, Naughty Crew. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Please like, comment, share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.